Okay, picture it. 1 minute, you're a PE teacher in small town Mississippi, and the next, you're on the national stage with fans and even famous singers screaming as you become the next American Idol. That is just part of the story of Jamal Roberts, whose vocals garnered 26 million votes, which happens to be an American Idol record. Lots of contestants earn that golden ticket, but only one golden voice can win. And life is never the same afterwards. Just ask Fantasia or Kelly Clarkson or Jordan Sparks, Carrie Underwood, Ruben Studdard, the only other brother to win American Idol more than 20 years ago. So who is Jamal Roberts? How did his voice, his gifts, his faith, his talents win the heart of America? And what's next for this gospel and R&B newcomer? Let's talk about it in his first in-depth television interview today on Portia. Hello and welcome to the show. Listen, in this day and age, getting millions of people to agree on anything is a feat in itself. But one young man with one beautiful voice managed to do it on May 18th, 2025. This was the biggest finale vote in the show's 23-year history and one of the biggest moments for sure in Jamal Roberts' 27 years of life. And there's just something about Jamal that makes you want to stop and listen. It's not just what he sings, it's the way he sings, which is pretty ironic for someone who was initially told, you need to work on your stage presence. He is the pride of Meridian, Mississippi, who captured the heart and soul of America, and it is an honor to have him here for his first television interview. Hey, Jamal. Hey. Congratulations, brother. We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like everybody, we is so proud of you.
I feel it. I do.
What does it feel like when you say you feel it?
It's amazing. People from every color, every race, just embracing me, and pushing me. That feels amazing, especially after being told no so many times and then just getting that one yes and then everybody agrees on it. It feels amazing.
Does it feel like a lesson in no just means not yet? It's not a hard no. It's just not yet.
That's exactly what a no is. It's a not yet. Wait your turn. Be patient. It's coming.
Yeah. So let's talk about before you received this golden ticket. You tried out for American Idol a couple of times?
I tried out one time.
One time, okay.
Yeah, and it was the long line one where you line
right.
wrapped all over the building.
Yeah.
We waited for hours and hours, and then I finally got my chance to go in there just for them to say, no, I need a little more work. So
yeah.
So I took that, used it as fuel, and eventually, with the help of my manager, because he's the one convinced me to audition, because I was through with TV.
Really? That really kind of, did it make you doubt yourself, or you just felt like that's not the path I need to go?
It wasn't the American Idol note that I got. It was the Sunday Best note, the actual television, the one that was on TV.
Right.
So I was kind of like, well, okay, what they looking for? What is it? Because I think I'm doing everything right. I looked at the competition. I felt like I should have been a little further than I was.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, it's just TV. And I had it in my head. I was in my head. TV just not for me,
Well, clearly, we're so grateful you were wrong in that arena. But there were some lessons learned in that process, right?
Right.
So by the time you're getting to this golden ticket, you've grown some bit. How many years between the two tryouts and between the Sunday Best now?
Well, the Sunday's Best was a year apart. It was a season. Don't give me the line.
You don't have to.
Well, one season.
But it was a minute.
It was the two Sunday Best were back to back. So I got eliminated at top 20 the first time. So they sent me on home. Then my manager was like, that can't be right. So he got me on again the next year. And that was during COVID. We had one performance on the stage, and then we got sent home, and we had to set up all the stuff in the house and sing to a screen.
Yeah. And try it again. But here you are. Just it literally right now. It's just been a few days, but that moment that you are standing on stage and you hear your name, I want to just go back to that for just a moment. Can we?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look.
The winner of American Idol is Jamal Roberts.
You still just smiling, but were you surprised?
I was so shocked. I was so shocked, and I'm saying this from.
Even with the support you had, like, did you kind of feel like the fans love me, not like in some cocky way, but just like I might be able to pull this off?
I knew there was fans, but I didn't know if I had won America. See, that was the big picture. I kept looking at it.
You knew you won Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll had them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Jelly Roll. We was locked in. Jelly Roll, we've been locked in.
So what was that like, though, when you see, I mean, you've got Lionel, Luke, I mean, people cheering for you who you just looked up to a few months ago.
Right.
How transformative of an experience has this been for you?
It's as an artist, it's taught me so much, but in ministry, it's taught me. It just goes to show the faith I had and what's the outcome of it when you keep the faith, and it's a powerful testimony.
I want to lock in on that ministry part of this because you grew up in Meridian, Mississippi. Church was a non-negotiable. You were going, right?
Absolutely.
And you were singing in church. Tell me more.
I was playing the drums. I was the usher. I was the deacon.
Okay.
I read the minutes in Sunday school. Everything.
Understood. You were there on Sundays and Wednesdays. I get it. And then let's fast forward all these years later. You find yourself. You've got these beautiful daughters. They end up traveling with you. Why was that so important? Because that's a pretty rigorous schedule for a couple of months, right?
I'm a girl dad.
Yeah.
I love my girls to death.
Yeah, we can tell. We can tell.
They love me, and I love that so much. But being away from them from a long period of time is just, it wasn't working for me. So I emotionally, I was a wreck. Because when you have daughters, you find out you have a sensitive side now.
Is that when you learned?
That's when you learn.
I love it. How old are they now?
Harmony is 7 and Lyric is 4.
Gotcha. So there was no back and forth. They just rode with dad.
During the show?
Yeah.
No, that was back and forth. They had to go to school.
They had to go to school too,
they had to go
right?
to school.
Yeah.
So they was back and forth with my mom and my godmom, traveling with them.
Yeah. And then in this process, a third baby girl arrives.
A third.
Just a few weeks ago, not too long before the grand finale.
Right, during the show, yeah.
So was that hard, not being able to be home, but knowing what was doing? How did you manage that?
It was hard. I never, missed a birth. I'm always there for my kids.
Yeah.
But it was a little fuel too, because I realized who I was doing it for. I'm doing it for my girls, but it's ministry too. But some emotions came upon me to push the song even harder than what I had rehearsed. So it was good in a way, but I still hate I missed the birth.
What was it like when you finally got to put your arms around her and meet her?
She's so small. Like the pictures I was getting, I was like, she's small, but when I really held her in one hand, like 5 pounds, I was like, oh, she's small.
Yeah.
She's small.
And so big in so many ways in terms of your role as a father and now a superstar. Can you wrap your mind around that?
Superstar.
Superstar. Up next, Jamal may be an American Idol superstar and Mississippi's favorite PE coach. But there are those 3 little girls. There's a mama, there's a godmother we saw on the stage. We're going to talk a lot more about family and what's next on his road to success right after the break. Stay with us. So you like the show, huh? Then let's connect on social media. Check us out on Facebook, X, and Instagram at Portia TV Show. Thank you for coming back to the table. But listen, I knew you would because it's Jamal Roberts, season 23 winner of American Idol. Listen, I want to talk about life before. PE teacher, I understand sometimes you used to do bus runs. I mean, you were the teacher that the kids all loved.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
Oh, that was amazing. Being a mentor to these kids.
Yeah.
They being, convinced that there's another way with school, seeing all the videos with all the different things, and they were like, well, I can be that. And I was like, no, man, you want to do this, you want to go to school. So it was good that God placed me there because I wasn't doing that at first. I was, no. Kids, K through 5, because I tried the high school, and I was like, oh, no, absolutely not.
Teens were a little bit of a different experience, right?
The K through 5, they was a little rowdy, but they listened. And when they listened, they did better each time. So
how important was it for you to make this impression? Like, listen, I'm the PE teacher, I'm the mentor, but here's what else I want to do. Like, do you feel like the kids were getting when you said, I'm about to audition?
The kids, I didn't tell them.
You didn't tell anybody.
I was still nervous myself.
Yeah.
So, but I did want to tell them to never give up, and whatever it is, whatever dream you're chasing, keep chasing. It's a chase for a reason. You have to keep moving. I broke that down to them, what a chase is. I like, y'all know how we play tag? And you can't be it until you get caught. So if you don't stop running.
You better break it down, PE teacher, minister, gospel singer.
Yes.
I love it. Do you, you've had a chance to go back home, right?
I went back home immediately after I won, and I was in the bus duty doing my job.
You were not on bus duty?
Yeah, it was the last 2 days of school. I wanted to congratulate them, tell them how proud I was of them, of the test scores, and how great they did. So, yeah, I had to show my face. Even though I was tired, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
But I went over there and I showed my face.
So what's next? I mean, you've got a record deal, you've got prize money. I have a feeling when I say what you gonna do with your prize money, what's the first thing you gonna do?
I'm paying my tithes.
Of course.
Got to get that out the way.
Yes, yeah. The role that the church and your faith have had in this journey and moving forward as you get ready to sort of transition in, non-secular, secular spaces. What does that look like for you and how your faith will play a role in that?
I'm a believer in Christ, but I'm also one of the ones that can't stay in the four walls. I feel like me growing up in church all my life, but me having friends outside of church, they didn't get that church feeling until I brought them to church from outside. So I feel like I need to go outside, because there's enough church folks inside, obviously. But I want to get the ones outside and bring them in, bring some new souls in, bring some new ministries in, just bring a
So
newness.
this just feels like an extension of your ministry.
That's all it is.
Listen, there was somebody else who had a really grounded connection to church before he went to American Idol, Ruben Studdard. And it's been 22 years, right, since he won. I have somebody who wants to share a message with you about that connection. Let's take a look.
Hey Jamal, what's up? It's Ruben Studdard here. Listen, man, from one idol to another, I just want to congratulate you, brother. Listen, my family is from not far away from where you're from. We're from York, Alabama, which is not far from Meridian, Mississippi. We've been rooting for you. We're proud of you, brother, and I hope you have a long and prosperous career. God bless you, Per.
I know you'd heard from him earlier. How does it feel, though, to have this kind of connection with Ruben Studdard all these years in between a brother winning then and you winning now?
It just goes to show that God will keep his promises. I didn't expect it. I've been wanting to quit a long time ago. But my faith, you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit a couple times. I done quit a couple times, threw the towel in. God tossed it right back to me and said, not right now. So that's just how that goes. But it goes to show you if you trust and you lean on them, everything else is going to work out.
Yeah. Fantasia gave you some good advice as well. What did she say?
She told me to stay true to myself. She told me to keep them with me because she said she know I got them.
Keep God with you.
And stay authentic.
Yeah.
Be true to myself.
What does being true to yourself look like when you're trying to make decisions that you've never had to make before? Now there's going to be touring. There's a record deal. You're a principled man, but how do you have those conversations with folks who may be like, no, you got to do this. Now it's time to do this.
I feel like God made us all the way he wanted to make us. And we're all beautiful in and out. But I feel like he gave some people a little more. He gave some people a little pizzazz, and I think I got that pizzazz.
You do. No, we don't think. We know. And we get that in Heal, a song that we all know. It's streaming #1. What does that say on the gospel charts? But what does it say when we've got gospel music that is resonating in somewhat troubled times, really, really connecting with folks, and your ability to do so?
Heal all by itself. When I first heard it, I never heard it before in my life until American Idol.
Wow.
We had a list of songs we had to choose from, and I was like, I'm a church kid. I don't know none of these songs at first. But then I said, okay, let me listen to this. And I heard the simplicity of it, and it was like having a conversation with God, telling him to heal. And when you make stuff personal like that for you, and then you get on the stage and you perform it, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it is. Did you choose every song you performed, or were there some assigned to you? How did that work?
Some of the songs was like, if you don't know songs like me, if you don't know too many, it's like you just got to pick one and go with it.
And just start memorizing some lyrics.
Memorizing some lyrics, and that's what I had to do most of the season.
Yeah. Well, it felt like you wrote them. I'll be honest. It's the way you perform and the way you connect, and there's something seriously, that's in your eyes that happens when we're all watching you. And you're going to get to see what that looks like. Coming up after the break, Jamal is gracing the stage with his soulful vocals. We are going to hear, and I promise you are going to feel healed right after the break. What a wonderful conversation about faith and resilience and following your heart. Jamal, I have just one more question. For the kids back home or anybody who's struggling to heal, what would you say? Where do you start?
I always tell my students, church is good, but it's good to have your own relationship with Him, your own relationship with God, and have a conversation with Him on your own, for yourself. That's the only way you can heal.
And keep the conversation going,
yes.
Right? Jamal, brother, we thank you for being here. It's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, Jamal Roberts singing Heal.
Take my mind and take my pain, like an empty bottle takes the rain, and heal, 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 and take my past and take my sins, like an empty sail takes the wind, and heal, 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 and tell me something's last, and tell me something last, because something, tell me something last, because something last. Heal, 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 heal. Lord, you're the only one that can do it for me. We need you. We need you to heal, Jesus. Oh, you're the only one. You're the only one that can heal. So please heal from depression, Jesus, from suicidal thoughts. We need you to heal from sickness. You're the only one that can do it. Yeah, restoration right now. Yeah, He's the only one that can do it.
Hey there, Portia here. Thank you so much. We are really excited to have you here at the table. I really hope this conversation inspires you to keep going. After all you need is one yes to open the floodgates to success. Now, of course, 26 million yeses, that's pretty cool too. And I want to thank Jamal for sharing his journey, his faith, and his gifts with all of us. Be sure to check out that song, Heal, on several streaming platforms. You can't miss it. It's #1. And I cannot wait to read your comments about this show. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to be the reason why someone smiles today.